Hello, team of them, yeah, team, me, I'm a fan, wa tu Kemba Ninja TV. Oh, you are don ake ofe beni o kwemi engona wa ake o kwemi o fine ko subscribe gwe boli. Ba mo ni o subscribe to mo beni ko bo ka gadangbe lile jino ni oyuo ni engona wa ake oyuo gadangbe lile. Ba mo ni boli o invite me ni ameba fita wo e ko ni wo gadangbe wo kuwe e ya no ne da wo yuo gadangbe sande ke Ghana mamun fe sande ye bie bona beni chon. So o fine Bomode invite me. I invite me. Ana me ba fita wo. Ani won anu wo yake won wana ni fe moko ya YouTube ni akadangbe yuemo fio o iradon o fine ko ye jomoko no sumo no chon. Bomode no ka wo comment section e na ke jomo chon mo wo. Nkan yo no fe no ni akewo jeme agbene wo fine ball. Ami gontin like mo show ami. Ami gontin no ni ya anwen ko bona be ni chon. Bomode no ami ko e ba ngon na wa ke ofe na ke mene wa be ko mini jino ni wo ba wi ole mene in ye update kan habo bona be ni chon in ye update kan habo ye LGBTI law ni Ghana it passed against amen in ye update on some of the stories ni make round mene agbene wole no ko mene nwe inna ole MPPB ne amebu wo ni ole like I said if for nothing at all asana chaki ame bona fe ko ni ame ya hia ni ama kaseni mini jino ni nkobwe olake Agyapa Mesa legit former minister for energy amontone legit the minister designate for tourism arts and culture mini ni eteni parliament abile sande for a new position na Akufo-Addo nominate na kele oliage na abile na kan cathedral sande still cathedral ba bomode na egbe cathedral na ngini Ghana bi you ofen ameka amenu we Agyapa Mesa get still e ba mo de negbe na cathedral na nke na kan video e ba bo no ole no ni yo mi lawa mene ke onani eni ni wo secondary school bi am yi ona ke onani eni ni wo secondary school bi yi ona o ba gbo da no ba bia ke onupa ina am ye dwemo amedwomo ake won bi school na me ya school na me ye ni eni ne kenkenke chonbu enke o ba fo si eba egbeda ni eke wake ebagbena National Cathedral nefe bu $58 million kese still ebu emaje no kenungbo ne ke chonfa no ba yue na kan sane ehun ke wa yue gbeke bi ani eni ehun sane if type permit so le talking about food ole no go mene mi tani ga ba yue Sandy's kitchen nke Sandy's kitchen na ke oye Philly ni ami oye Delaware ni ami oye New Jersey oye New York oye Virginia I mean every no your try Sandy's kitchen bona ni eni ekwamo min try screen no abo no kwe ona be ni eni your for e be for gege enwo papa sister Sandy mi ke bono go malaka bo eni na ngo enina ejegbe ngodi enche no bomode ona normal screen no bona benichon bomode no cha sister Sandy ka o order no ball for no fe no ka ojiepo ofe yala ofe birthday party ofe graduation no fe no ofe o keji o cha sister Sandy no place o chonle no ta o no fear I'm telling you e ba oni eni ni me ni me ba bo ni fe mo sise ka me ye amelenja mba ke ba ngona mami ne keje ona benichon so bomode ni o cha sister Sandy bona benichon get normal egme phone no Sandy's kitchen fine wa di enche ona benichon fine wa bomode abulencho na jollof ke wa cheke chofi ke nibi ko make wolojin ko me nibi ko me na fi for wa di enche try Sandy's kitchen onu e ba fable fine wa di enche e ba fable fine anyway nya wa ya no mene tumo beni nke bo UNK boli Ghana LGBTQI boli alphabet say ifa amepile mene ni bi pi ba jemi mene ni bi pi ba jemi ni tumo beni nko bo ole it dominates news cycle and I think for the next couple of days I continue on about dominate news cycle come on olake afre all African games here Ghana all African games a huge sporting tournament here Ghana but yet mo fame mene ke lebi ke batagbeke every news organization, radio, TV, no fame no mo fame anye LGBTI sanine and rightly so to mo benin ke because ole neke yue mo ne le ye man fame no keji ayue ye jame to mo benin ko bo I mean, here ma triba. Many may support or many may support if born a benincho. Even ye any angmebepona fe, but mo benin kebola say, even your man name young benafe, surely can no more ye biolo. Ona benincho, no more ye biolo ni to benin kobwe, Remona you are ye, ekpagana fame. Ekpagana fe nkobwe no ne ekpagana fe nwe nye kenye ba kaye nkane letter ni akufo adoma akeshi ake bile ete court no na ake bile ete court saying until court ba decide whether bile the way ni afele eji ni nkpakpa alo eje ni nkpakpa bona benincho surely NDCB and you ake Akufo Addo ke sanene na ke take court ne MPPB amejegbe na me fe ko na Akufo Addo aka sign bill because am me small na sign your bill because ole court no ni akete ngene ne shwane ne 1 pm shwane ne 1 na akete court ni Akufo Addo a speech nyegbeke no nyegbeke ni ha na kan speech te fiote ne ko aka no go take court bi ami na aka ya court ona benincho ani ajushina kela kenu na ba fe ni alo ame MPPB no ame no na ame yo court na tie shishi bo na benincho no nincho nshi so me fe mun gaga enele MPPB ame lencha na ame fe no na ame fe because ame sumo ni Akufo Addo ba fe mi ni e ba ya no ni sign bill na pass ko ne echomla ni agbeni wole actually mla law court na gani second one Oliake last year July me mami koni inkayo ake lecturer ni University of Cape Coast I think I actually Amanda Odwe Dr. Amanda Odwe Olake assume speaker Bagbin ake esa ni speaker Bagbin me ogbe ni ehani neke mla ba parliament kwapo bona beninchonshi I think ake after a while the Supreme Court etwa ake enyeko echon no ni poten ewoni asani amedumono ni ame stop parliament allow speaker from allowing the law to proceed bona beninchon so to benin kobwe mene lawsuit ko bajepo mene from Obranu ko ni actually Richard Della Sky benima lele nomie City News before ni Bernard Avle ba I think I can nomie le fio am a breakfast program City Radio bona beninchon ni ebashi ni I think I get it school ye Canada eba school ye Canada I think I can no ne ehie ni tacholete Bernard Avle take over but still ne te amount on keji okwe City News be am a breakfast show na me fio on radio any am a simulcast on am a media am a social media platform say Della Richard Della Sky eta mieko bona benincho eta mieko ni mene like sanie te court no le in your retake we be ani maximum makane mabo surely before ni makane mabo ona nye nke abo akesi Akufo Addo ehan ni ne te actually ten letter ni nkan ya abo ake ehan speech ye ekwa akeshi akani te court no ewo enye dumono na efemini ni sign until court ba decide whether mla papa ni aloje mla papa ko ba ka enye wolu ekeke pe nkan ya bu shimene in a video bona benincho no mismo matwa video ma bu ko ni bodi enche ona Akufo Addo bi amini lele enche eje na eyu ake sane na ake te court ele sign bona fe ni ke sign ni se mi court ke yin be etu yakagbomo etu yakatwa anuchu mutaflache so e ba me ko ni court a decide dan video.
I'm aware that last week's bipartisan passage by Parliament of the Proper Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill on a private member's motion has raised considerable anxieties in certain quarters of the diplomatic community and among some friends of Ghana that she may be turning her back on her hitherto enviable, long-standing record in human rights observance and attachment to the rule of law. I want to assure you that no such backsliding will be contemplated or occasioned. I think it will serve little purpose to go at this stage into the details of the origin of this proposed law, which is yet to reach my desk. But suffice it to say that I have learned that today a challenge has been mounted in the Supreme Court by a concerned citizen to the constitutionality of the proposed legislation. In the circumstances, it would be as well for all of us to hold our hands and await the decision of the court before any action is taken. The operation of the institutions of the Ghanaian state will determine the future trajectory of the rule of law
so
and human rights compliance.
akete court no ni akete court eba sign mla bona benincho eba sign agbeni nwe ko ba kaye wo foreign partners akeshi ameka segbeye eba feshu akeshi buleni ameka yo Ghana akechi ame yo ke ha Ghana ake Ghana wo protector ma human rights bona benincho Ghana ji ekoni keji ote a trampoline upon boli ganke blofone futu a trampoline upon all human rights bona benincho e ba bomode ni e continue ake na kanoko ba ya no wo foreign partner say ameka ni ametwi fa ameka ye ametwi as long as ni is president e ba face you ake the human rights of people will be protected. Mind you ake Akufo-Addo human rights lawyer ni bona benincho and that is a specialty bona benincho ni a specialize in Benin a practice or law bona benincho so any to Benin kebwe so lawsuit na akete na Akufo-Addo echitan NDC bi encho no kwa ni bo papa oyeni ne nyegbeke no mi lawsuit a file ko no te fete ni ona akashi moko e file lawsuit and MPP bi amena me your lawsuit na say ona benincho amate lawyer na ni e file lawsuit na me MPP bi na amate say na ma na file lawsuit because ni ejekpo na shinye to watching lawsuit ta omo ni Ghana bi le ake a file lawsuit ni bona benincho ni Ghana lawsuit Ghana law court self they are public Ghana go gbe mi no a le bi aneno they are public ona benincho Ghana lawsuits le we je blame lawsuits no I'm afraid they are all online Ghana bi Ghana law court self I equip Jame with current state of the art technology bona benincho so come go file lawsuit within minutes it's available public about within minutes ona benincho aba post the online obana so te fi o te keji na kenoko ni Ghana mambile ni bolio dan ni keje chele mo shwanemi dan ni ejiokpo no mishishi ona benincho so na kenji allegations ni NDCB amefeshole ani nke lawsuit agme screen no abo koni wobote mi fio bon ofoli agme video is eche to nyeno nye indirector ke papa maba one video is eche nige so ke okwe nke first page egme no kwamo eke read to invoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court Articles 2 subsection 1 Articles 12 subsection 1 and Article 2 1 and 2 Article 15 subsection 1 Article so on all like Article 7 at least it is between Richard Sky Richard Sky in a picture on the side Richard the last Sky to Benin Richard Sky journalist ni bona benincho ni amontone lawyer uni ona benincho le o jeme a house number un ye jeme le namoji mo na esiu the Parliament of Ghana Office of Parliament leji first defendant no esiu parliament number 2 esiu the Attorney General bona benincho because ball Attorney General a work for the executive ni workeji a pass law Attorney General le by enforce na ken law pretty much ni a pass bona benincho so sue the Parliament sue Attorney General come on in the name of the Republic you are hereby commanded within 14 days after service on you of the statement of the plaintiff's case inclusive of the day of service, that you are to file or cause to be filed for you a statement of the defendant's case in an action of Richard Sky. The nature of the reliefs sought are as follows. Both way. A declaration that upon the true and proper interpretation of Article 33, Section 5 of the Constitution of 1992, in light of Articles 12, subsection 1 and 2 articles. Articles of the Constitution, the passage of the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2024 by Parliament on 28th February 2024 contravened the Constitution and is to that extent null, void, and of no effect. So Richard Sky, a 6th Supreme Court, declare law ni pass Anti-Lgbtqi law ni parliament pass it is in contradiction to noni 1992 constitution stipulate or no Supreme Court afomi ake mlana me pass here mla 1992 constitution ni ekra Ghana ma na ke mla 1992 constitution ye Bona Beninchon, a 1992 constitution no Supreme Court afo na kemlami. Bona Beninchon. Now, come on. A declaration that Parliament exceeded its authority under Articles 106 subsection section 2 and 108 appendixes here passing that the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2024 as the same impose a charge. Can you back where you can charge anywhere you private motions bill na pass ni no ani even call your minority me obanye oke bill aba there is no ko yemine chono kwa keshi keji actually apa pass mlako bona beninchon eje na ka eje 1992 constitution mi no ake ka ba pass mlako na ka mla e ba bogan na nyomo na ka mla aka pass no Richard Sky e bi court any court declare ke mla the way ni asset le ni mla against kojo besi ake speech emene the way ni asset mla the way na draft le keji a pass Ghana ba bo nyomo keji Ghana implementing no Supreme Court based on na ka nyomo ni e ba bo Ghana mla e ba go against 1992 constitution or mini afo ni achafo. Now, a third relief ne see koji a declaration that Parliament exceeded its authority under Articles once again 106 section 2 and 108 fair screen and that the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill as the same impose a charge on the consolidated fund or other public funds of Ghana. So the same thing because Mokosu Ghana na sana pay abaje consolidated fund there mi na gba pay mo bona benincho based on the law ne kaje afe mokonoko ni mogote court they assume Ghana na ye amoni mo ba pay abaje consolidated fund them ka gbene komeni Ghana shikayo abaje na gba pay mo bona benincho no ba bo Ghana nyomo no no Supreme Court adumo no ko ne chafo relief fourth one e see ko jake a declaration that the true and proper interpretation of Articles 102 and 104 of the Constitution, Parliament lacked the requisite quorum to pass the human quorum pretty much basic terms on coming blame ye gam ye get if quorum yake ye parliament me ye constitution me mlaye me yake keti akwe parliament bona benincho ni aba pass mlako asani meyi aboko. There should be a certain number of people present. Bona benincho dani anyeni a pass in a kind law chono gwake beni constitution require ne a pass in a law ne quorum begame me abona sani amehi parliament koni anya pass law kotumo na kan na ke me abo begame bona benincho ame meet quorum bona benincho no no Supreme Court adumo no koni efo mlami yejeme agbe number 5 no ne see ko relief fit ne see ke an order restraining the Speaker of Parliament and the Clerk to Parliament from presenting the Human and Sexual Values Bill 2024 to the President of the Republic for his assent. Once again, no echono kwake keji parliament fe no na mba fe po na megbena Supreme Court as long as ni neke no ko ne ye court Supreme Court eke parliament ake ameka kan ha ameka mla kan ha president ni president sign po bona benincho now. Seek relief ni a seek or an order restraining the President of the Republic from assenting to the Human and Sexual Rights Bill 2024, as such action would directly contravene the constitutional safeguards of liberty and rights of Ghanaians. No, I mean, Supreme Court tell and wake me president ni a sign because kaji a sign ye e ba Ghana be a rights ni constitution a grantor ame bona beninchon. Relief number 7 is seek or an injunction barring any attempts to enforce the provisions of the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2024, particularly those criminalizing same-sex relationships and related advocacy efforts. So a Supreme Court afeshu akesi eka make moko kula aka ya ni enforce ni bi eni yom la me especially no ni ban ni keji anake ofe kojo besia alo ofe supiche ma ni bi abamobo ni awobomo alo o support ya me ni because mla na pass akeka o support ya me won abawobomo bona benincho seek relief from the Supreme Court ne director kedabi ameka enforce ka na moko ne fe kodo besia alo supie aka mole na awolemo ka na moko ne support amenwe aka mole ni awomo now and number 8 no ne seek or unjeke such further orders or directions as to this honorable court may seem fit. So may seem fit. So agbenu ke Supreme Court elenche un kwesa ni efe ni bi ne ba na ke esauna sana fe konil mlane eka yano Supreme Court wa bomode ne efe mini ne ke fitai koni eka yano. Now, the capacity in which the plaintiff is bringing the action is as follows. So, le un echon a capacity. Noni wale woni enye ekeneke lawsuit ete Supreme Court eke. The plaintiff, a citizen of Ghana, bring this action pursuant to Article 2 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, asserting his right to challenge acts deemed unconstitutional. Bona beninchon the address for the council law office ni nejinoni inkegme screen again law alleged group Harmony House 2nd floor opposite St. Andrew bona beninchon. The names and addresses of persons by the writ are affected by the writ are as follows. Once again, many men sue the Parliament of Ghana, Office of Parliament, the Attorney General, Ministry of Justice and Ministries, Accra, Bona Beninchon. So, this is the lawsuit. Ghana fe chomonge afe all African Games body enche mogomoko eue no tumobe no na Bona Beninchon. So, mlale akete court. Na akete court until the Supreme Court ibaye ni ibaka ke mla papa ni alo mla papa ni akuvado enye sign on a reliefs ni Richard Seeker a seeker from the Supreme Court. Bona beninchon. These are some of the reliefs ni a seek. So like I said, look, you may support this. He can law the way ni a craft law, the way ni a draft law is stretch or too far. Bona benincho a stretch or too far. The Supreme Court may not. I may strike the entire law down, but there are portions of the law I think Supreme Court ba strike it down. Bona benincho law it is draconian. Bona benincho it went too far. Bona benincho kojo be si ani femo ke supiche ma ani femo majority of Ghanaians sumo atawo na kan she ke okane law it went too it is too far. Ni be ni affect or me no go bibio o tage me no ba femo na gba ke no go bibio ko ba hwe no ba post no go polencha ba mobo tumo no go no post no can yeshu o can ye for ke ye kojo be si alo supiche ma no go feel no post no can ye for no be no ana no pa aba mobo. Bona benincho. So kokwe nibi kometumo na kene yom la me a stretch or ton. So I think there are some portions in Supreme Court they are very likely I'm about strikey near that not to benin kobwe lawsuit ne shwane ni lawsuit ejepo Bona benincho shwane ni lawsuit ejepo Shanene ni lawsuit ejepo. Shanene ni lawsuit ejepo. She that's all it NDC be amekake dabi enele ni efe tumo kululu kona fe bona beninjo so kwamo inke sami jemfi a court koni in national in kengme screen enu abo ika kwamo this legal action is nothing but an MPP sponsored suit calculated to serve as a convenient excuse for the president to refuse to assent to the bill on human sexual rights and Ghanaian family values. Bona Benito. So NDC be enchono go age dabi ene MPP be amesumoni Akufo-Addo ba sign mla atumo benin ko obwe. Bona Benito. So tachalete amba sign mla atumo benin ko obwe. So Akufo-Addo ejegbe awome ni ani amesiu parliament kemla bonafe ni akani mla nye eteno. Like I said, it is a very controversial issue here. It's a very controversial issue. It is very sad. Sometimes when it comes to some of these things, call you know you lo duba tagibu tagimo fungi nisa. So as I know what like I said, we are all one people. We think be me komeji born abenichon. So esani sometimes we allow some of these things need a divider. A divider or ona beninchon. No ngene inanoko ni egban nawa. Ole Sam George lawyer at law school ni. Sam George a lot of degrees. A first degree engineering, a second degree in law. I think I get a third degree fenogo in mines and no bona beninchon. So a law school ni menole not only a way about Richard the last guy, and I think it is very, very unfortunate. Attack Richard the last guy personally, and you cannot do that. Bona Benincho, sani te court, na te court, any court I deal with it. Bona Benincho, ya ekoni odumo. That is what you believe in. Keji moko believe in no believe you're in. Ni ekete court. I mean, any court apply. Come on, Sam John. I feel like personally a attack ipadi. Come on a picture ne gang meje. Come on a keychain ni yo Italy me. Richard the last guy le your screen no na ona ko kwene Sam George Instagram page ne come on a keychain enye rainbow colors. Bona Benicho. So Sam George pretty much ejegbe purposely a post ne picture ni tane chono Richard the last guy a supporter gay be but that may not necessarily be right. Bon ona Benicho ne kwamo. I have seen and read your read a lot of fluff, Bona, but the substance is your prayer to the Supreme Court to stop Nana Akufo-Addo from assenting to the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2024. It will be interesting as we follow submissions in court. On any kebake attack the personally. I'm a governor says I should say hi. Bona. I'm a governor if I'm I know I can tell me pianile. Obrayo konile un law school, egbe law school now. Le un kwa kele efio supi ke batabia ne no ewo a law degree akenakole lo a pass no fe no a pass law school a pass no fe no. She was one of the best students in her class ke no fe no ke batabia ne because e ke efio supi ewo akenakole ni ole. I don't know the relationship between Ama Governor ke Richard the last guy ni ewo ni Asani Sam George e bring le in, and that is why ake ona Benicho nke eneme kokwe na it makes you a bigot. It makes you a bigot. Bottom line, Bona Benicho, and you may disagree with me, and that is fine. But I think Sam George, Sani, Ole, Sam George, the way ni waleke no fe no nyeni ne se Ole. Ke NDC be a win here. Ole no Ole position ko ni ka kian le e ba ngon na wa. Because Sam George e cho e jata le jata ni e tue sa. Bona. Ole Asani Galamsey fight na kan Sam George. Allo manye, okay mi kpagbe. Yeah, Asani Galamsey kwe NDC be a year because the way ni Sam George kometo eno ne fight Bona Benicho for neke law ne pa kwe won need moko to Sam George ne use na kai wale no against Galamsey. So numo jata to yo te onyeminu ni tete obobiashon oje pram inje pon ball wo pete onyeminu tutu jibo pon ke pram oje o fine wa kanji ke ndc bi eye ni bolencho ba nyo kaka ke galamsey fight an abo no dumo na nku e ba ngon na wa because only he appreciate the way ni, and I'm not being diabolical here. Ona be nicho fine ka okwemi I'm not being diabolical. He appreciate the way ni your tenacity bona be nicho against alone ka against your tenacity ni o show towards the human values bill ne bona be nicho ni apase numo kwe mi salute bo because kama bo actually left and right front center fe o do machine. And it will need moko with that tenacity. Bona benincho neighbor fight against what Galamsey. One need moko. Numo Sam George, numo jata. O fine bolenche kemu president Mahama ke ekanaka no mo ahabo. Ona benincho ni the way no nyo dumoshi ni o ani nekel mlane a pass parliamentaire. No dumoshi na ke no kona pa Galamsey fi mo. Kana have position kukula and liaka amontone ranking member of communications Jibo bona benincho shinumo ole Galamsey egba wona wa egbe wa de nche Galamsey egbe wo fege kakoto besia supicha ma ni bi Galamsey fite wa de nche so the way ni o show e wale bona benincho ke the determination to make sure this bill becomes law. I hope the fight against Galamsey agaba wording because me no you no ni ban na wa de nche ka ke wode e ba ngon na wa bo na be nche so that's just by the way me e ball Galamsey me ni call me da na e be nyele Galamsey inna ko Galamsey story ni shida ke na Galamsey story fe ni na infio bona be nche so like I said I'm not being diabolical here ke your first time no call channel name maybe o ba feel like me we no go keke she me ni me for me ko mo nyele ake me Galamsey ele ni the way ni Sam George edumoshi bona na eke Ghana fe no ye neke mlane ye won need mokotumo na ke ne ba nye dumoshi na eke Ghana fe no against Galamsey so dear President Mahama in letter ni ma fe ma le keji e win in December ma request ake Galamsey no more ake Sam Jata George numo jata eno Ghana bona benincho so there you have it see ole doko ole koye me sia ke supiche me anu fighter me moko me nka ma fa video ko Sam George video ama fa Sam George blame video ni Sam George ewe ha me e ga ma ba ni Ghana wo gba wo ina ni wo fiti obe ni wo yu okojo be sia ke supiche ma sande be ni wo fiti ni wo ke yu a me sande ne keji was spending na can be ni wo ke yu wo gba ina fite ni woko yue wa hospitals na here e ba wa she Ghana what radio no what TV no ni won waste your time e kemoko mo fe mo your rights ni mo Sam George e ke mo fe mo your rights whether mo ke fe gay o mo ke fe no ko o egbe na so kojo be si anka ma me release video na enmene amen bia ke Sam George mini chake over ne come me video ani am release e come on.
Irrespective of my personal opinions on homosexuals, the constitution of this country remains supreme.
Pause, please.
The constitution remains supreme, and the constitution of this country enjoins that everybody has rights and that their rights must be protected. It's actually one of the preambles to the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, the International Declaration of the Rights of Persons, and all of that. And so the point is, the Constitution determines that every human being should have rights.
Okay.
It doesn't go ahead to break down if the human beings should be straight or gay.
That is for the country to determine, individual countries.
Yes, that is for individual countries to determine. Look, Ali, I believe that the amount of time we have, and this is a challenge to the Ghanaian media. I think the media is the fourth estate of the realm.
Of course.
And they have a duty of entertaining and educating people at the same time. Edutainment, they call it. We must speak issues which are of necessity to the Ghanaian people. The amount of airtime we have wasted, I call it wasted, not spent. Talking about gays. When we have pertinent issues of water, pertinent issues of power, We have potential petrol prices going up. Look, those are the things which bother the Ali or
right. So if I wanna some George video, so could you be saying I may post the video ne a floody Facebook, a floody Twitter, a floody Instagram, Snapchat, a floody Jemmy wanna be into can me support I may post the video ne kekpashi fe I may get some George mini check him out by a few years ago Okashi was an hour okay one be mad and you were right no money I was right so me neighbor man you got me feelings so me neighbor on a benincho so I pretty much I'm in calling some I get some judge bluffo you are a hypocrite gaming care I'm a care born a benincho I'm a care I'm a guy numo nate mini ba mini ba few years ago okay Ghana be as she was an hour mini ba allo be numo nate e chono ni ba e ga ate e bi a school ni aka me by force age numbanye efe yoni yombanye efe nu no ko be say nye nu ko je ko ya supija me ni saneri nye bi numo nate e chono ni e woni e amonto ne e chaka ejomo bo na beninjo ni ta flaje bulu pe chaka ejomo so ga numo nate e chaka ejomo nyega gbe na anyway so bole when it comes to the lawsuit ne jegbo mene ni mene any debate ete no wa no jino ni when you agbe ni we be the IMF bid to all benicho only a lot of our foreign donors our foreign partners say lele I mean you against this bill so na ke president assure amake ebaya no ni efe no ne ba fe bona fe ni aka infringe upon the fundamental human rights of many yo na can fraternity born a benincho but ole noko that goes to show you how bad ni politicians can many work from shiki ame run Ghana bona because ona system oni wa ba system e wo bona noko ni ekole Ghana mamunfe wonta wo fe because system oni wa ba system ni won system because omonyewo because what from shiki ame all these years ni ame run wa mojo ba no dane wonye chinsi wakan flomagiano ni won bashika me wakeji noko ni Ghana bi fe ka me sumo po because wa ya ni wa bashika ewo me ni wa bashika e dia agbene bona amenchonwa no ni wo fe beuna ni wona keke wo batabia ni won bolo ni won je politicians won we amenye bona ake wo sane yami because keji wa fa shika ya IMF keji wo ba fa shika ya America where far shika Germany where far shika UK ni wo politicians ni wo from shika ame use our resources so joba ni wo man develop cash ekwe America bi ba nye chonwa no ni wo fi London bi ba nye chonwa no ni wo fi Germany ba nye chonwa no ni wo fi IMF alo World Bank amba chonwa no ni wo fi Shona ona because of poor and bad leadership ni one over the years say wo ona bi ane Ghana bi bona achonwa no ni wafe no ewo ko tajame da ne nko bo ake kafi ake phone langbo kafi ake NDC phone langbo kafi ake MPP phone langbo sani wo phone shiki papa because ekole bill ne no sisi aje mini ji bill eko ni Ghana bi fe wo fe wo ba ye wo mi ake sanafe but because I make a work agbe wo ni wa afa shika ya me de wa mba ke wa ke kenye pass in again bill ne investment can be ni sane eba ma mi eba mi bona benincho investment na sane eba ma mi eba mi onim sisi investment ni asane eba ma mi eba mi bona benincho eba mi do Ghana sane wa kwa jogba come on US ambassador in your Ghana eni ne nka me screen no a passage of anti-gay bill will hurt Ghana's economy. Bona Benichon. Actually, I'm gonna read the full ni ne mahabo. Oh, like if I can she other phone no. Bona Benichon. It was a whole statement they released. Bona, ona. Keji won run we economy ojogba ni won bu resources aya kunto ojogba wa ya nu ba afashika e mokongo ni ke noko ni Ghana bi ke apase na mba ke ba ke nye pass here trust me and these people ke if America ke ba mi abo Come on, Matthew Miller, alleged State Department spokesperson, in pulling from a Twitter page in Akapa. Come on. The Ghanaian Parliament's passage of a bill criminalizing members of the LGBTQI+ community imperils the rights of all its people, its international reputation, and its economic development. Ghana's laudable tradition of tolerance will be undermined if this bill becomes law. Bona Benicho. So this is what is going on. Ona kaji ofo onibio jogba yoshia. Bona Benicho ni dano ya manse no ya fashika no ya bani. Nona akebofione. Noni akebofione. Bona Benicho. Nona akebofione. Ona no asani wakwe. Asani wakwe Ghana. Sani wa fonshik papa. Ona Benicho. Anyways, I'ma move on to the next story. The next story ni mabu ole innanekim. Fly and then me screen no we abo no le politicians say I'm a care ni mean care back only MPP be fe beniji sana afon shiki against me sani afon shiki against me look kani moko lakabo come on Agyapa Mesa in Kebo alleged minister designate for tourism, arts and culture. Come on, I will complete the National Cathedral project. Kokwe meneme ame buogana bi. After everything when it comes to this project, ni Ghana bi yake na ken cathedral nyishia watawo omonye wo there are better things ni shika abanya kefe. Come on. Ete parliament as part of a vetine na bile cathedral sani. Eke ba face wake bana complete cathedral. After $58 million now wasting na ke chabu ne kashi. Wabi ya school ye chi ashisholo. Wabi kamete school na me ya etoshishen block no ameta, cement no ameta, bare floor no ameta na me kemani. Wabi ya classrooms ne kameta classroom se to ibanyomi bi amina acho wabi ani. Wabi ya school ni dormitories ni yoje me shame sana me ke san me shikpo na me kano. Wa ke 58 million wa chabu ni what 58 million awo bule mi. Ghana bi ka me sumo still come on ame yo ege ba femini ege ba pasi ege ba bomode na fesu ake abagbe cathedral na ko me ne ma me buowo o fa ne kwamole ye vetting committee yin.
The immediate budget review, we have a new finance minister. He may be more responsive to you, and you are also a new minister, so there's a potential that you may have the opportunity to prioritize what would grow tourism in Ghana. But my question is, will you be confident that if you get the opportunity, at the top of your priority will be to ask your colleagues in parliament to fund the construction of a cathedral versus other requirements?
Over the bullet way. Come on, you a bullet way.
They are not mutually exclusive. Of course, you do not have unlimited resources. But some funding has gone in there. And I'm not so sure whether the jest, that is the world's most expensive gold, is palatable to anybody. It's a national asset.
Come on, eche no ni majene national asset. Buna cha na ke $58 million say wo national asset.
You want a definitive answer that if I have the opportunity to request Parliament to consider and approve a budget for the completion of the National Cathedral, then yes.
We'll leave that one there. I will just suggest to you that there are many issues about the National Cathedral. I'm an architect by training. One of the issues about the cathedral was that at the time the consultant was appointed, he was not qualified to practice by himself in Ghana. You are a lawyer. I will encourage you to look into those things and see if it's possible. Be brave and launch an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the award of contract, both to the contractor and the consultant of the National Cathedral. That is just
right. If I'm like video one way. Eke ba kwese ba never be a colleague say parliament kona me pass shika yanle ne ka gbina ole ake asani shukwe bena ame jeshishi I think to ake shukwe asani shukwe December 6 na asani shukwe ame gbele na ai by ame timetable asani shukwe in December 6 March Independence Day 6 March no mi asana ame gbele na bon mi shukwe ngene 6 March ne no mi asana ame gbele na Independence Day no asana ame gbele na bona beninchon no asana ame gbele na 6 March eshe Ebu after $58 million. Oba ota wo here o ke wa ke oba ba no ba bio colleague se shika oba face wa ko colleague se ba pass koni agbena ni Ghana bi ka me sumo ni Ghana bi ka ni nyumba po ekpo ene nyumba ekpo nyumba eni ne be mi ye ene no na me fi o nyumba eni ne be mi Christopher Nyokpa na Jimmy nke ebu ake osofo so se kwelo Jimmy nke ebu ake ene nyumbo eni ne bemi Yehovah nyumbo eni ne bemi no na me fi nyumbo ekpo nyumbo tao it is tainted bona benicho achojo no ko na akechojo na akeju ya nyumbo gbe mi e o fi la ke nyumbo e tao noko nyumbo ene tao ene nyumbo tao ene nyumbo e tao ene nyumbo e tao ene nyumbo ni ne bemi. She once again ame bu Ghana bi monim sisi ni wo bi in ya school nke komo wo bi in ya school ko na ni eni na me yo e mobo komo me try screen no imbu ntwa no kwe komo ni eni ni wo bi yo komo monim sisi komo nkati ya wonu na njo ile no na chi komo ni eni ni peke bi yo Comment? Wa $58 million what chashpon waka womi. Comment ni eni bege bi your school? Comment? Bona ni eni bege bi yo. Bona no ko ko me me sana fon shi ki ame. Bolenche ko ko ni eni bege bi na your school. Ko ko me sana fon shi ki ame. Oba otawo yo ke wa ke oba ba no ba bi shika. Bona benicho koni okagbe National Cathedral na ni wo bi ya school na me yeneke ni eni shiji ame sane because ele ben sen ke ame bi ya na kan school se ko so neke ni eni na ame bi ye ko neke ni eni ne ame bi ame ye ko so je ame sane komo ni eni ni Ghana gbeke bi yo ka me te school bolenche kwamo ene ya me shia ame gbe ipo neke ni eni ya me shia jiamie ame gbe ipo ame neke ni eni komo shi komo ni eni ni Ghana beke bi yo ka me te school niko yue ame pene no ba yue ko yue free SHS anie na me ba ke bo akeshi o focus on actually the negatives so no focus on the positives ami buawo komo fly ni nkan machine aka actually nana Afra Sika Mensa, Legi Deputy Coordinator at Free SHS Secretariat. Come on, okay, ignore challenges of Free SHS. Focus more on successes. Bona. Ignore challenges of Free SHS. Focus more on successes. Bona. So okay, what be it school? Na me yeneke ni ameka waka yue. Wabi na eko na ameka. Wabi nkamo shikpon. Wabi a classroom say to ibe ba nyomi. Madam Minijebe Nana Afra Sika Minsa Leo je picture ngeng meni eno eke waka complaining ona meni wa fonshiki wa bona meni wa fonshiki wa no Ghana nya wa fonshiki papa bege bi ani ni ntwa abo ene teaser ni Joy FMB am release Joy News be a release there is a documentary coming up boli nke bo ba yue mana na kan video say am release documentary ni wo ba twale ojogba ni wo ba break it down see Nana Afra Sika Minsa e ka waka yue e kan ni wo bi eyi on eyin waka complain waka yue bon mshishi meni mo fonshiki wa amene so Ghana nya ni wakwa born a benincho ni wafi abonisa anyways energy no ni inyo ken ha abomene ball beni ona benincho animal newspaper headlines koni mangmoi ona benincho come on first one ni wafi Daily Post eke Lodina Foundation receives medical equipment from Advent International. So obana no yo jeme President Mahama fatalo Madame Lodina ke blofome komeni amedumo jeme Akufo-Addo unveils his own trick which will prevent him from signing anti-LGBTQ plus bill into law. No jino ni yo jeme eke agbene ne uke Finance Ministry statement on anti-LGBTQ plus is a lobbying attempt to prevent bill from becoming law. Professor John Gachi born abenincho but finance ministry am a statement tell no ke a pass law ne shikaji nkomeni were expelled from the IMF ka kwena yen wonini shen no the Daily Searchlight 47 million for operational expenses, 195 million spent on facilities. But no way about the All African Games. Any no Sunday you NDC couldn't compile its data in 2020 elections. Asiedu Nketia confesses. E-levy is regressive. The poor pay the largest share. Research reveals. Alan Cash to build financial services center, modernize markets, tourist hub. The Anchor. Finance Ministry raffles fairness over anti-gay bill. MPs furious, but Afenyo Markin says is ready to forfeit seat if yet. So Afenyo Markin ball able to be a vote against the lady and Jay Sanishi. If you like there are portions of the bill ni eja ni asani AGM bona. GPRTU denies 30% fare increment. Professor Adey in grimy campaign against Chief of Staff. Zoom Lion graphic clean Kufuridwa ahead of Independence Day. The new crusading guide, John Kuma jabs Mahama over his false stance on economy. Analysts welcome new appointment of Ken Oforiatta, indicate it will enhance Ghana's image internationally. But economy affair, do you think we care about Ghana's image internationally? We don't care. Apostle Boaz Boy granted 10,000 bail, banned from Christian Divine Church premises. Kwabenya Traditional Authority laments over seized GAEC land. Sam George's U-turn on LGBTQ surprising. Kenya baka ye be intro video ya bo ben kabake inkebwake gay bi kojo be say be subi I may release video and intro abo earlier I may get Sam George a few years back I will defend the way okay where right session so many ba no you know ni na new crusading guy there he get Sam George U-turn on LGBTQ surprising. The Daily Dispatch. Again, Opoku Prempeh most likely to be Bawumia's running mate Ben Hefson. Matthew Opoku Prempeh Dr. Obakwe. Akufo-Addo's dilemma. If he assigns the anti-LGBTQ plus bill, Ghana will lose 3.8 billion in World Bank financing. Once again, Ghana nyujibwe ene esani oani wana leaders ni wana over the years. Akeke noko ni wamambi wake wansumo. Bi ane amenchon noni wasumo ke noni wasumo. Nya wa fon shiki papa. Speaker praises Freeman Osei Opari for compassionate leadership. Daily Guide. Freddie Blay protests mischievous multimedia video. Ayokoboche gets CARICOM support. Anti-gay bill. Ghana to lose 3.8 billion World Bank funds. Be competent, independent. Chief Justice to judges. Nana awaits Supreme Court decision to assent bill. If you like what discussed at length. The Chronicle. Please don't assent to anti-gay bill. Finance Minister writes to President. Newman Investments. Newman invests 58.5 million cedis in scholarship. Goldfields commissions mega projects for host communities. Daily Graphic. LGBTQ plus bill passage. Ghana risk losing 3.8 billion. GT Bank earmarks package for SMEs. Gandangbe Council launches educational fund. Yes, in an video, hopefully, waba fe nine video ni na fa sanima na short one. So this is a good thing. In batabi and in try me say ka me fe no ko papa mwe my way. So I promise you this. We'll do a story on touch on the educational fund in Gandangbe Council. President speaks on LGBTQ plus bill. Says institutions will determine human rights compliance. Right, so Bolly, NMG noni efe newspaper headline say for mene o find oira don ake ofe beni okwemi ngbeji ni tete obobi ashon o find keji oye jomoko no so no chon ke o comment section e nkan yo no fe no ni ake wo jeme agbenu we keji obomode ni ojale nke no ke ha me no invite ame e ba ngon na wa de nche kegbe kenklen no call mi alo for mi kwamo shi o subscribe kwe mi kpabo fai bomode ni o subscribe twa ni o manye jino afo no bye bye.
Yeah, baba. Yeah, baba. It's neat. Them say you want to chop my